Hey everybody, it's live stream Thursday. How's it going? How's it going? Uh boy oh boy, it is blustering out. Right now we have some serious wind going on. I don't know. Turn that down just a little. There we go. Um it is blustering out. The wind is whipping it, and the important part of that thing, that the wind, is Trevor and I this morning took my solar panels from this to this. So they went from being a minor obstruction to the wind to a sail. But we started making electricity, a lot of electricity, really good, right away. First off, happy Veterans Day, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever served in the military service, if you went through basic training, if you made it to your first duty station, if you served in peacetime or combat, thank you. Whether you ever saw any action or, were stuck in a supply room, thank you. Your service helped to secure my freedom. And from one veteran to another, thank you. It is Veterans Day. A lot of people get confused between Memorial Day and Veterans Day and some of the other holidays. Memorial Day is when we take time to reflect on those we lost to the service for our country. It is where we take a moment to sit back. We put flags on gravestones for those who paid the ultimate price, or those who served and have passed away since. Veterans Day is the day where we say thank you to the living veterans that served their country in any capacity. I don't care if you were a cook or whatever capacity you served, whether you were Coast Guard all the way up to Marines, Air Force, Army, whatever branch of service you were in, thank you for your service. If you're still in the military, thank you for your service. Do not believe the hype. Your country is behind you 100%. Of those who matter are behind you all the way. So happy Veterans Day. As a veteran, I think back to the friendships that I formed while I was in the military. DeSaro and Hillison and Figueroa and Oberlatz, and there are just so many of them. Sergeant Clark. I mean, if you're in the National Guard, reserves, whatever capacity you served in the armed forces or are serving, thank you for your service. I think of the good times that I had when I was in the service. What an enriching experience it was to learn the discipline, the drive, which I tried so hard to forget, self-motivation, which I've never had. It gave me the structure that I needed to succeed, and to straighten me out. So there you have it, man. Happy Veterans Day. Wendy is feeling better today. She went shopping on Sunday with every year her sisters and our daughter and her nieces. They all get together and go shopping. I think they took 2 or 3 vehicles this year. because, well, the crew is getting big. And they go Christmas shopping, and they were so facilitating of her. I thank them so much for that. Pushing her around in a wheelchair. My new grandbaby Colton was there, and she got to carry him as Kelly pushed her around in a wheelchair through the stores and stuff. She had a blast, and she is now, I believe, recovering from that. I think this Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday were recovery days where she wasn't feeling good at all. So she is feeling better and doing well. And again, thank you for for the prayers that you're offering up for Wendy on that. Mom is beginning to get into the groove of having the aides come in for a couple hours every day, pretty much every day. And she's starting to find her way that and get used to that setup. She's doing a lot better. Her left hip is bugging her a little bit now, which it was the right that was so bad before. And she's got an appointment coming up where they're going to evaluate how the shot is doing, because they don't know how long it's going to last. It can last differently for different people. The shot she got in her spine to deaden the pain of the bulging disc that is pressing on her spinal cord. Excuse me, a little water. Trevor and I, as I said before, set the solar panels for the winter. Now, in the summer at my latitude, 22 degrees is where you want your panel. 22 degrees, I'm going to say, I'm horrible at degrees, Trevor will tell you. And we managed to get it to, Trevor said it's very close to 50 degrees. Was the farthest we could get it. The premium, the premium angle for the winter time when the sun is lower in the sky would be 66 degrees, I believe. There are calculators online that will help you figure out what the angle is for your latitude, where you are north and south on the earth. And so we got that set today. And as I said before, the wind is blustering right now. So that is a concern for me, because now we've got this big, I mean, that's probably a 10 by 12. No, it's more than that. I don't know, 12 by 6, whatever, foot sail out there. And it is supposed to get cold this weekend. I spent a lot of the day getting the Trevor stopped by and did that. It's funny. Trevor said today, he says, we are just, we need to come together and make one person here, because I have all the time in the world and no drive, and Trevor has all the drive in the world and no time. And with the shorter days, it just makes it so hard for him to get anything done. He gets out of work at 3:30, and it's dark by 5:30, somewhere in there. And it's going to get down. I remember going out at 2:00 to still hunt through my hunting area, because it was going to be getting dark between 3:30 and 4:00. And then that's what we're looking at. So yeah, I see somebody's in here. It's probably Beth. She's probably watching me from work. Don't get fired, Beth. But hi, if that's you. Don't be shy to let me know. It's always more fun when there's a conversation going on. I wish I could get my wife, Wendy, to get in here. Hello from Sullivan County, New York. Thank you. Absolutely, it was my privilege, my honor to serve. I greatly appreciate that. But so yeah, today I just I got the panels back on the bottom of the house because we ran water from the well. I got a story about our water too. Here in a minute. And we ran water from our well into our house, and I never put the panel back on. The skirting, I guess you could say, we're up on 6x6 pylons. And then I also took a panel off to get to the under the house to run the solar panels. To bring the solar panel wires into the house. And the story on our water is the other day I said, you know what, Wendy? I said, I think, we've lived here a long time. We cook with our water. We do we bathe in our water, all that, brush our teeth, yada, yada, yada. I want to test the water, and maybe we'll stop buying so much bottled water and actually start drinking water from the tap. I'm glad we tested it. We came up positive for coliform right from the kitchen sink. And now coliform can be taken care of. I shocked our tanks. They're in here. And with bleach. Ooh, there's a fly. The flies are coming in on the wood. Oh my gosh. I put a block of wood on the fire the other day, and the millers that were coming out of it, I closed the door real quick to try to burn them up, but the millers that were coming out of that block of wood were horrible. But yeah, I shocked our water barrels. There's a video I've got on our water system. Feel free to check that out. But I've got more coliform tests coming. So I'm going to test our well. Hopefully it's not something that got down in our well. If it is, I can shock the well still. We have a very shallow well at about 16 feet to bedrock. And yeah, that is, it's not good. Having coliform, nobody wants to get sick. And not to be confused with Giardia, but it will cause flu-like symptoms, and symptoms similar to Giardia or beaver fever. But we just, like when we cook, I bring the water to a roll and boil. I've heard different things, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. However, 212 degrees, there's only one thing I know that could survive that temperature, and I believe that's botulism. And we don't have that in our well. We have coliform. Probably something, a leaf or something, leaves or got down in our well, possibly a chipmunk or squirrel or something fell in our well. It's common. It happens. We're not on city water here at all. So I'm gonna have to figure that out and get that cleaned out. But I've got the test kits coming for that. And yeah, so today I spent time putting stuff back together, the panels on the house, And then I had to take Wendy down to town to get her blood work for chemo tomorrow. And yeah, that was about it. This week I have been the last few weeks I have been working on a new project that I probably should have waited till it got a little further in winter where I can't go outside and do stuff, because I'm finding that there's stuff I need to do, but that I'm not doing. But it's writing a fiction book. I am writing a novel, guys. I am on chapter 8, and I don't know. I don't even have a working title for it. All I know is it is the effects of. It reflects the effects of what our country is going through in the long term, and different policies there on a local level. I am using all local roads and areas and my knowledge of the Lewis County, Lewis County and Nida County area to write this book. And it's been a thrill. It's kind of a revolutionary book. People push too far, get forced to defend their freedom after waiting much too long to do so, and giving up too many freedoms. And we need to fight at the ballot box even today. And because it is a fight for the direction of our country. But yeah, so be looking for that. I'll try to keep you. I'm on chapter 8, I believe, or 9. And I want to bring up this evening, I got a video call. I don't usually get a lot of video calls from my niece, Taylor. And she is at the Word of Life Bible Institute in Schroon Lake, New York. And she called me just to chat and all. I am an alumni of the Bible Institute, and I went in 1993. And she is so excited. Tomorrow night, she is going to be working at the Reverb in Glens Falls, New York. Now, what the Reverb is, they used to call them Word of Life Super Bowls. Let me share the screen here. And the Reverb is an all-night evangelistic event. It's insane. It is awesome. And the purpose is to share the gospel with unsaved teenagers and the staff alike. This one is in Glens Falls that she is going to, and it is awesome. Let's see here. The venues, you go to a hockey game or a basketball game in a big stadium, and while you're there after the game, you have a you have a big rally after the game, after all the normal attendees for the hockey game or the basketball game or whatever it is leave. You have a huge rally, prizes, shirts, all sorts of cool stuff launched up. John Maynard, a friend of mine, ran the Glens Falls Super Bowl or Reverb for many years, and he had this big air gun that he would launch the t-shirts up in there, and it is just awesome. Followed by um, a evangelical gospel message. Okay, and the gospel is as simple as Jesus came to earth as a virgin, lived a perfect life, died on the cross for our sins, rose again on the third day, and is coming back again. And if you trust him, then he will give you eternal life. That's the gospel oversimplified, but simplified. Then they're going to the Sky Zone. They have these several things. Groups of them will go to the Sky Zone, while other groups go to the Kingspin Alley. Sounds like a bowling center, and some of them will go to Lake George Lanes and games, and then they will rotate through part of the night. They will rotate through these three venues. Game ends, the gospel message, alley amp time is awesome. Free pizza, all you can eat pizza at the arena. After midnight facility, after midnight facility too. Guys, this is, please be praying as many lives will be touched through this. And Taylor is so excited for it. This is her first time at a Reverb on the side of working the Reverb. As a Bible Institute student, they do the counseling, they run everything. They're given responsibilities, and whether it's counseling after someone makes a decision to make sure that they understand what they're doing, all the way to serving pizza, to running games, to just interacting and socializing with the kids and the adults. It is just hello, I am here. I am here. I am here. Sorry about that, guys. We have AT&T cell phone internet. Basically, we have this little thumb drive type thing that plugs into the laptop. We have AT&T tower just up the road, and with the windstorm, my internet's sketchy tonight. I hope you guys are getting good quality. I need to go ahead and try to upgrade my StreamYard account so that I can go in high def, and I think that might help that from happening. But it comes in on the other computer, the other laptop. The internet comes in from the air. We're kind of like Wi-Fi straight from the tower, and then that has got a hot spotted over to this one. So I apologize that you lost me for a time being. But anyway, yeah. That's about it. We're trying to get closed up for winter. My truck is not back yet. Hopefully soon, because we can get a lot of snow really fast this time of year. Right now, there's no snow, but we're waking up to frost on the ground. So I'm just, keep praying for Taylor as she works the reverb. It's a awesome rally. Keep praying for her that God would use her and God would show her that she's being used. We are so proud of Taylor. She is doing so awesome in college. She was telling me how she likes, I got a little no-see-em flying around here. She was telling me, I believe it's Ray Pritchard, was teaching Galatians, I think, and Professor Tom Davis teaching theology. I believe, yeah, theology. And man, it just takes me back to my days at the Bible Institute. Great days, great experience, getting grounded in the Word of God. So please keep praying for that. Please keep praying for Wendy and my mom. Pray for my sanity because, well, I'm me. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. Y'all have a great day. I will be placing some links in the description below. Go ahead and check those out. Click on the links, help me out. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It's free to subscribe. It's free to have a YouTube account where you can subscribe. Click that little notification bell so that you get notified every time I come out with new content. Check out my author's page, Tracy Hand, on Amazon. It's an Amazon authors page or the website at tham141homestead.com. All right. Y'all have a great night. God bless.